and minutes to break. There we go. First break of the match is by CEASAR. He pots yellow and the table is open. Enjoy as you watch. Chandega CEASAR, a guy born in the West Nile region of Uganda in the district of Moyo near Germany, born to a Madi father and a Langi mom, who moved to the Langi area of Lira in Uganda with a very young CEASAR, who grew up in the town of Lira, going to school in that very town, being a very fond football player in his early age. In fact, if you follow Ugandan football, he is friends with the Uganda Cranes footballer Alan Okello because they started playing football together. But during his holidays, CEASAR instead was playing pool at Hawaii Sports in Lira. And when he became of age in the year 2017, he surprisingly qualified for Uganda's National Open Championships. Yes, the car competition for the first time, qualified from Lira to the National Open Grand Finale in Kampala and played up to the second round. Believe you me, losing to Jondu Emi, the guy called Sero. The following year, he was adopted by the Gulu Pool fraternity, who have up to today been pretty much taking care of him, nurturing him, ensuring that his career grows, and indeed they are doing a very good job in him as he plays to pull one back without wasting any time. Just like that, 6-0 is about to become 6-1. There we go. A fair break once again. And yellow is sunk. In the meantime, the umpire of the match is a lady, Farida Hadija Nachiride, a very experienced official of the procession of Uganda, and the only female umpire on the PAU radar so far. Enjoy as you watch live commentary resuming shortly. In the meantime, we shall be having timeouts which are allowed only after every 10 games. After 10 games, the players may get their timeout if they wish. If both of them agree to continue playing, it's okay. If one of them wants the timeout, the other has no bargaining power. CEASAR 1, Mansoor 7. And how about 3 apples in the first 3 games? That is almost what we are about to be treated to. world-class pool we are watching so far. Look at that. I hope all the top players are watching. Someone tag Jeremiah Green, tag Aiden Joseph, tag Shane Van Boning, tag. There we are. This is becoming a big rivalry in Ugandan pool, especially after the first results of that first money match between these two guys. In the meantime, this is not the first, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth time these guys are taking on each other. The very first time was the Temoseo Masters Championship, the one I have told you about, which CEASAR won convincingly. It was on home and away basis, and the then seed one of Uganda, who was Bwanika Mansoor, was surprisingly defeated by CEASAR home and away 11-9. The Amigos Weekly Comp Final after CEASAR returned to the country was won by Mansoor, was won by CEASAR 6-9. The Lamarios Comp Final was won by CEASAR 7-3. But they also met after 2 weeks in that same weekly comp, won by Mansoor. He defeated CEASAR in the quarterfinals 5-3. The two players had a battle, a similar battle, but no head start in Masaka 1 year and about 2 months ago. Look at that. That is the noise when these fans are wowed by these players. A top spin on the cue ball, moving around the two reds as if CEASAR called it by name and it responded, taking CEASAR, I'm very sure, to 7-3. There we are. CEASAR 3. Yes, was still describing other times that the players have faced off. There was also a weekly comp that was organized in Bulaga. It was not streamed live. That one was won by Ibrahim Sejemba. But in the semi-finals, both CEASAR and Mansoor were defeated by the two Ibras, Sejemba and Kayanja respectively, and the two players faced off in the third place match. That was one of the few times that Mansoor defeated CEASAR. Before today, it ended 5-4. I also told you of a money match that was not an organized money match, but still a money match that happened before CEASAR left this country to go to Zambia for semi-professional pool. That one was won by Mansoor 9-6, and then the latest time that these two guys faced off, which was last week in a money match, exactly same offer, which, like I said before, was won by Mansoor 21-16, including the 6 games with which he was head started by CEASAR. He has a very serious look on his face. He has never been in this kind of situation before. He has never had to rematch a Ugandan with him having lost the first game. He has been so dominant in Uganda. He came into the in-between Ibra and Mansoor, who had been so dominant before the last 2 years, came in between them and eventually overcame them and is now officially Uganda's best player. Mansoor is not taking that for granted. He not only wants to regain his #1 status, he wants to regain monies that have been lost from him by CEASAR in money matches and tournaments. But CEASAR is not having any of that. It is such an excellent display of skill, attacking prowess, fight management so far from this young man. In my opinion, the best battle player in Africa, the best long racer on the continent, today is winning the 4th game out of 5 played so far. If you put fight on the break, the game is as good as gone. So far, that is the level of play we are witnessing from these players. Top class players on a top class table. In fact, the delay was partially because we wanted this table to be in perfect maximum condition, and it is exactly that. Thank you, Q Sports Ghana, watching from Ghana. Thank you for watching from West Africa. Like I've always told you, we miss watching the Blackpool Stars in pool competitions on the African continent. The Scorpion playing like the Scorpion normally does. And where would you rather be? Hits the second ball, sinks in one yellow, and this will be one of the easiest apples that CEASAR will ever make. There is only one relatively not good ball, that yellow ball which is nearing red, behind one red, and near the corner pocket in the background of your screen. Only that one. The rest he will put even with his eyes closed. The level at which these guys are playing pool today, it is so predictable when a single visit clearance is about to be made. He scores by making an opening, but it's not a very effective opening because the two yellows, one of them is still partially blocked by the same red. So CEASAR solves a problem and creates another problem for himself. That is why he has work to do here. He normally finds a way. The idea was to use the white ball to open up the game by removing the red, but it did not go successful. Like I said, he normally finds a way, and that is the way. Just like that. Total concentration. He is breaking by hitting the second ball. He is not using the same break as he did in the first Monday match, which he lost. You may realize from the break, not only his break, but his standard is also a little higher. He always plays at a very high standard, but at least today, with over 10 frames played, I have realized only one unforced error. Last time around, they were quite a number. Every time he comes on table so far, every time he has been coming on table, he has only been having one aim, and that is an apple or a single visit clearance, either way. Gulu is watching and waiting. Arua is watching their own. Lira calls him their own. Moyo calls him their own. He is pretty much a national property. Zambia call him their own. He is at home when in Lusaka. He is at home when in Nairobi. He is at home in Johannesburg. He is at home in Tanzania. He is fast becoming an international player. As part of his program, he is having a tour of South Africa in the next days, and then beyond Africa. He is showing exactly why this match is not an end in itself, but a means to an end, as a way of ensuring that he's ready for all of those upcoming international matches. He is on the black for the 9th time in the match, and for 9th time in a row, CEASAR sinks in the black in front of our eyes. Table closed. CEASAR on yellows. Sozi Dennis Kiza, Sydney Chizura, Owanup Dennis Chidibgajo, Devi Kamuchima Joro Kabo, Charles Cruz, Ehab Sadiq, Ivan Fidi, Paula Monganyi, Maibongwe Mundawi, Pro French Mechanic, Enoch Jumbo Knox from Zimbabwe, Mboka Moso Philemon, Prophet R.L. Mumba, and all 2,700 of you who are live witnesses to one of the best matches you will ever watch in Africa. I am very sure the level of play is very high today. CEASAR 13 and being chased down his score. As CEASAR puts 2 reds on the break, and the game is pretty open for CEASAR to make another apple, a consecutive one. Even Mubarak, a fan of Mansoor today, is smiling at what he's watching on CEASAR. The guy who is laughing all his way made a $500 side bet on CEASAR to win. That is Laban seated near Mubarak, the 2 guys wearing those white vests in the background. How hard he is smiling. When CEASAR is playing, he makes the white ball glide in between his opponent's balls, as if his hand placing it at different spots all around the table. He tormented Lira, took over Gulu, dominated Kampala, became a king in Lusaka, defeated Aden in Johannesburg, and is on his way back to Johannesburg and to Shanghai. CEASAR to the world. What was 6-0 down is now 12. He will draw the white ball sideways on the right, like that. Now has the task most likely to roll the white ball around the black, just like that. The white ball is touching Mansoor's yellow. He has to be careful not to move it, and if he does it, the equalizing game. I believe this is a very good advertisement, not just to Ugandan pool, not just to East African pool, but to African pool in its entirety. The level of play, the atmosphere at the venue, the fact that the match is being viewed for a pay, and meaning people who are at the venue, it is the equivalent of $3 US, slightly less. That is 10,000 Uganda shillings for each and every one of not less than 400 people who are watching this match. That money is to be shared equally between the players. The idea is for even the losing player to go home with some money, because the entertainment is coming from both players, and whoever wins will not have played himself. He has not been in the best of shape CEASAR in the last month. Lost out in the quarterfinals in the beginning of your comp just last weekend. If you are watching, to Abubakar Nakabale Pacquiao 7-5. Lost out in the second round in the Pole Association of Uganda end of year comp to Sula Matovu. Lost out in a money match against Mansoor last week. It has been 3 successful, painful losses for CEASAR. This match is for redemption. At times when I'm watching him, I have not to blink because something could happen. And there is that something. CEASAR 3,400 is the highest number ever witnessed on this page live. Thank you, Africa, for according these players publicity. Thank you for loving the sport. Thank you for making me feel relevant. I dedicate this match to fellow streamers who promote the sport on the African continent from all of their countries of origin. Special shout outs to Francis Mokwekwe, Zimbabwe. William Soko, Zambia. Samson Kibuga, Tanzania. Evans Okacha, Kenya. Of the break of the Rack and Shoot Bliss platform. There is also the Pool East Africa YouTube channel. Samson Kibuga, Tanzania. Mozi Fuze, South Africa. Cravo Platinum, Zimbabwe. Another single visit clearance from CEASAR. This time not he can pot off the red and lose the frame. The umpire has an important calling to make. The umpire rules legal shot, 1 visit. Nobody is sure of whether it was a legal shot or not, but the only opinion that matters is that of the umpire. CEASAR under pressure. It is a clearance to keep life in him, not to lose $1,200 US and a lot more in side staking. And this clearance is about to remind Mansoor that the player is facing is Uganda's seed 1. He loses a game when the black is sunk by his opponent. As long as the black remains on table, CEASAR is not done. Even under pressure, even in such a circumstance, he still produces magic. That is CEASAR. What an entertainer this guy is. A match between Uganda's seeded players number 1 and 2, with the number 2 being head started with +6, Monica Mansoor. CEASAR, the head starter, is seemingly going to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. For the last 4 hours, these two amazing talents have been shooting off for pride, celebrations, money, bragging rights for both players and their 2 amazing sets of fans. In action that has been ongoing here at Climax Bar and Restaurant in Machinde, Kampala. CEASAR 19, Mansoor 20. CEASAR in attack mode. Should he win this frame, then we shall have a decider, 1 frame to determine it all. Once again, CEASAR 19, Mansoor 20. That shot has just opened up the game for CEASAR to take away. As if he has made it a habit, CEASAR, to play money matches which end in deciding frames. It seems this one is about to go the same way. CEASAR playing for a decider. Rita stands up to lead the celebrations of what seems a game that is taking a match that will be remembered down in history. Ladies and gentlemen, CEASAR 20. And from that shot, I would say it is advantage CEASAR. Mansoor neither potted nor packed his ball to occupy the pocket. And the attack-minded CEASAR will see this as an opportunity to make the kill. It is a chance or half a chance you think he can seize. (20-20), not business as usual. The last 3 times he has been in exactly this position, he has won. That was pretty much the game-winning shot. The rest is a formality. He has already shown where he wants his whites, where he wants the black potted in that center pocket on the right of your screen. We'll draw the white ball backwards and in perfect position. Mansoor concedes. CEASAR wins.